All right, folks. Imagine that infectious riff slicing through the air like a switchblade in a back alley brawl, pulling you into a strut you didn't even know you had.
Walk This Way by Aerosmith isn't just a song, it's a swagger etched into the DNA of rock, a tune that still makes hips twitch and eyebrows raise half a century later. But lurking beneath that groovy exterior is a tale of forgotten scribbles in taxis, a monster movie gag that birthed a monster hit, and a hip-hop handshake that yanked a fading band back from the brink. Stick around, because we're about to unpack the cheeky chaos behind one of rock's most enduring anthems, complete with the kind of twists that'd make your grandma blush and your dog howl. Let's rewind to the spark that ignited this firecracker. It's December 1974, and Aerosmith are in Honolulu, opening for the Guess Who. Yeah, the irony of guessing who'd become legends isn't lost here. During soundcheck, guitarist Joe Perry's fiddling with his axe, channeling some funky vibes from the Meters, those New Orleans groove masters with tracks like Sissy Strut and People Say. Jeff Beck, that wizard of the strings, had tipped him off to their sound, so Perry's riffing in C, dodging the boring old blues progression by jumping to E in the bridge. Drummer Joey Kramer lays down a punchy 2-bar intro, and bam, the bones of Walk This Way are rattling to life. But lyrics? Steven Tyler's scat singing gibberish over it, placeholders for the real magic. Fast forward to the studio sessions for Toys in the Attic at the record plant in New York, early '75. The band's halfway through the album, scraping for more tracks, when they dust off this riff. Producer Jack Douglas is pushing them, but Tyler's stumped on words. So what do? They sneak out for a laugh at Mel Brooks's Young Frankenstein in Times Square. There's Igor Marty Feldman telling Gene Wilder to walk this way while hobbling along like he's got a peg leg. The band cracks up, mimicking it all the way back. Douglas hears them and shouts, "That's your title!" Tyler grabs it, scribbles lyrics that night in his hotel, a raunchy romp about a high school kid's sexual misadventures. But get this, he leaves the damn sheet in a cab the next morning. Poof, gone. So he storms into the studio, grabs pencils, and scrawls the whole thing on the stairwell wall, rewriting from memory. Hours later, it's copied down, and they lay tracks. Tyler vocals first, Perry weaving guitar around him despite some bickering over order. Talk about divine intervention via public transport mishaps. Without that cab driver playing accidental editor, we might have had Stroll That Path, or something equally limp. Now those lyrics? Oh, they're a treasure trove of sly winks and bold innuendos, straight out of the blues playbook but cranked to 11. Tyler, with his drummer's ear for rhythm, treats words like beats, rapid-fire, percussive, full of rhymes that slap you awake. The opener. Backstroke lover always hiding neath the covers till I talk to your daddy, he say. That's our hero, a teenage wanker, literally, getting schooled by pops on the birds and bees. Then it escalates. He said, you ain't seen nothing till you're down on a muffin, then you're sure to be a change in your ways. Muffin? Come on, that's not bakery talk. It's a cheeky nod to lady parts, borrowed from old school slang where muffin meant something far steamier than breakfast. Our boys at the high school dance, taking a big chance with a lovely lady who's no stranger to the game. Seesaw swinging with the boys in the school, implying she's been around the playground, if you catch my drift. And the chorus? Walk this way, talk this way. It's the experienced gal showing the rookie the ropes, literally guiding his moves in the bedroom ballet. But twist, it's also that movie line, a double entendre jackpot. Tyler's painting a vivid, awkward coming-of-age tale, from solo sessions to Cousin Capers. Cousin Dry, he pulled your pantyhose, to cheerleader conquests. Cheerleader never mean it to the team. It's all wrapped in that urgent, strut-worthy delivery, making you feel the hormone-fueled frenzy. Fun fact, Tyler's scat roots shine through. He once said the words had to bounce like drum fills. Without that rhythmic obsession, the song might have flatlined into forgettable fluff. Shifting gears to the album saga,
Toys in the Attic drops in April '75, and Walk This Way is slotted as the second single that August. Columbia Records pushes it, but initial splash? Meh. It bubbles under, not cracking the top 40 right away. Aerosmith's grinding the tour circuit, building a rep as Boston's bad boys with their Toxic Twins act. Tyler and Perry neck deep in the excesses that had nearly torpedo them later, but re-release in late '76 tied to the album's momentum. Now we're talking. It climbs to number 10 on Billboard in early '77, becoming a radio staple on classic rock stations. The album itself, a beast selling over 9 million, hailed as their masterpiece with critics drooling over its raw energy. But drama lurks. The band's substance shenanigans are ramping up, Perry and Tyler clashing like cymbals in a storm. Recording was tense. That guitar vocal order spat? Just the tip of the iceberg. And get this obscure nugget. While tracking, Perry's riff gets layered with Brad Whitford's rhythm guitar and Tom Hamilton's bass thump, creating that infectious groove. But the real magic? Kramer's drums, dancing around the guitars like a tipsy tango partner. Without that syncopation, it'd be just another riff. Instead, it's a hook that hooks you by the collar. Ah, but the ascent to legend. That's where things get deliciously wacky. Fast forward to the mid-'80s, Aerosmith's in the dumps. Tyler's a walking pharmacy, Perry's bolted for solo gigs. The band's albums like Draw the Line and Rock in a Hard Place are flopping harder than a fish on deck. Enter Rick Rubin, the bearded beat guru at Def Jam, who's got Run-DMC in his stable. Rubin's obsessed with mashing genres. He loops the Walk This Way drum break for Run-DMC to freestyle over. The rappers? They dig the beat, but dismiss Tyler's verses as hillbilly gibberish. DMC even mimics the scat at first, but Jam Master Jay urges them to rap natural. Rubin drags a reluctant Aerosmith in. Tyler and Perry show up, the rest? Budget cuts mean stand-ins from hair metal outfit Smashed Gladys play the band in the video. Recorded March '86 at Magic Ventures NYC, Perry even slaps bass on a Beastie Boys loner since the studio's fresh out. The result? A 5-minute fusion on Run-DMC's Raising Hell, dropping July '86. It storms to number 4 on Billboard, the first hip-hop track top 5ing there. But the video? Pure genius chaos. Directed by John Small on a shoestring $67,000 at Union City's Park Theatre, it starts with Aerosmith practicing next door to Run-DMC, walls shaking from the noise. Tyler pokes a hole with his mic stand, symbolic barrier busting. Then they crash through, jam together. Initial set vibes? Frostier than a polar bear's pint. Aerosmith and Run-DMC barely nod hello, but by rap they're thawing. It airs on MTV, shattering the color ceiling post-Michael Jackson, paving lanes for hip-hop acts. Suddenly, Aerosmith's back, touring with Run-DMC, Tyler cleaning up, sort of, leading to comeback albums like Permanent Vacation. What if Rubin hadn't pushed? Aerosmith might have faded into obscurity and rap rock? Non-existent. Instead, we got a genre blender that birthed everything from Rage Against the Machine to Limp Bizkit. Yeah, blame this tune for new metal, you masochists. And the enduring impact? This bad boy's ripples are tidal waves. Walk This Way didn't just revive Aerosmith. It fused rock and rap, creating rap rock and proving white dudes in spandex could vibe with Bronx Kings. It snagged a Soul Train award for Best Rap Single in '87. Imagine Tyler at that ceremony, strutting like he owned the joint. Rolling Stone ranks both versions in their 500 greatest songs. VH1 calls it a hard rock titan. It's in the Rock Hall's Shaping Songs list, Grammy Hall of Fame for the original in 2019. Culturally, it flipped MTV's script, opening floodgates for diverse acts. Obscure tribute alert. In 2007, UK pop squads Sugar Babes and Girls Aloud mash it up for comic relief charity, topping charts with a bubbly cover produced by Dallas Austin. Video recreates the wall smash with celeb cameos, Graham Norton, Ruby Wax, raising bucks for good causes. Then there's the Super Bowl Wacky of halftime in 2001. Aerosmith closes with NSYNC, Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, Nelly, a pop-rock rap circus that had purists puking but crowds roaring. Even They Might Be Giants sink a trippy track Last Wave to the Run-DMC vid in 2018. And lyrics nods? Aerosmith slips, I took a chance at the high school dance into their 2012 legendary Child. Quirky aftermath. Live shows evolve. Aerosmith adopts Run-DMC's pitch-shifting chorus, and Tyler's been known to scat the guitar solo, turning concerts into interactive romps. But here's a zinger. Without that young Frankenstein quip, maybe the song's called Strut Like This, and we're all limping through life. Or what if Tyler remembered his cab lyrics? We'd have version 1.0, probably tamer, less frantic. Nah, chaos breeds genius. One more tangent before we bail. Picture the fan who sparked it all. Wait, no single fan, but hordes mimicking that walk at proms worldwide. Or the odd adaptations. Stage musicals? Not quite, but it soundtracked everything from ads to wrestling entrances. Hell, it's even biblical in a stretch. Striding in harmony, as some blogger mused, like following a path less trodden. But enough philosophizing. This tune's about the grind, not the grindhouse. So there you have it, the wild, wacky odyssey of Walk This Way. From Hawaiian riffs to hip-hop rebirths, laced with lost lyrics and barrier-busting beats. If this tale got your blood pumping or your sides splitting, smash that like button like Tyler smashed that wall, subscribe for more rock lore that'll twist your knickers, and drop a comment. What's your fave Aerosmith jam, and why is it probably this one? Until next time, keep walking your way, whatever that means to you. Rock on, rebels!